put a piece of cheese on a McChicken, and they said, fucking, you can't do that. And they fired you over that?
They said, you're a thief, and I need to terminate you.
You're a thief? Okay, Jake, I don't feel like you're giving us the whole scoop, man. Hey, welcome back to One Side of the Story. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, hey, I put a piece of cheese on a McChicken. I dip my dick in the fry machine. And I'm a thief. I sexually assaulted 2 of the drive-thru girls. Like, what's the biggie fry deal? I asked her if she wanted a Happy Meal. I showed her a picture of my ass. Like, and they fired me because I'm a thief, man. One piece of cheese, man. One piece of cheese. And I farted into the fucking drive-thru speaker. And then one piece of cheese, man.
Told that I look like a lizard, and that is true. But it's just not true.
You look like a homeless guy who gets off by rubbing his balls on a Chick-fil-A wrapper just so he can, and then he shows the mayonnaise that's left over to a bus driver and goes, "Look how much I came," as if that's impressive. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Herbert, and you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
Guys, welcome back to the show. Matt Friend is here. And you know what? When your last name is Friend, you goddamn better feel like one when someone meets you for the first time. And Matt does. Whoop, Mo, we're already getting a note.
Just, you can aim that mic right towards you.
And I look to this camera. Sure. At times. I'll just look at you.
Oh, yeah, look at me. I mean, if you want, sometimes people will.
Okay, that'd be like House of Cards, really. I won't do that.
Just hug that mic.
Okay, hug this mic.
Yeah.
I'll hug this mic.
I mean, just adjust it.
I'm going to hug this.
Go ahead and take a few minutes and get comfy.
This is great.
And pull it. Do you want to sit there?
Oh,
or
I like this.
Or you can lean in, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to do a little
Just
bit
make
of
sure
this,
you're on the mic.
You got this.
Yeah.
Great.
Matt, has your voice always sounded like a black guy's voice?
That is a question, I'm not going to lie, I've never heard before.
Right. And I only mean that when you get real deep and sultry.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, now I don't know if that is a black guy, but it makes me think of the really smooth jazz singers from like the 60s.
I can do Michael Bublé. Hold up the tree of life.
Is he black?
No, he's very white.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very white guy.
Oh, you're talking about jazz, though.
Yeah, he's jazzy. But
Great.
yeah, but that is, I think I have kind of like an announcery, old school sort of voice. Yeah.
And for
50s.
being a guy who's only 23, to have a voice that's that deep and like I'm 39, and a lot of weed and tequila has been poured over these pipes.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment. I will never be sober. But you probably, I think I've seen you out of like clubs. You have a cocktail from time to time, yeah?
Yeah.
Or are you a straight edge kid?
No, I mean only Zyrtec. But other than that,
Zyrtec is
only Zyrtec D. But gotta get rid of the sniffs.
Gotta get the D somehow.
However, no, I mean I will. I don't drink a lot. But
right.
I
okay. But you enjoy yourself from time to time.
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
I think that also. Well, then. Where do you think you get those pipes from?
I don't know. I think what happened was, we'll probably talk about it today, but
yeah.
I was very obsessed with like comedy and show business at a young age. And maybe
at what age?
4 years old, I watched Austin Powers. So that's what got me into this.
Holy shit. That was going to be one of my questions. What were your influences, or what was the first thing that like made you go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. But maybe it was this process starting very early of me trying to copy people's voices, and it maybe resulted in this weird voice I have now.
Wow. Because, it's a very like Dana Carvey was just talking about how he likes that his voice is kind of like neutral so that he can Play-Doh it a lot and really like make it into other things.
That's interesting.
But I feel like you've got a very distinct voice, but then you're still able to like, find different layers and registers with it. So when you were 4 and you saw Austin Powers, what'd you think?
I mean, it was one of those things where I was kind of mesmerized by it. I was just very.
Did you laugh? No, you're too
young.
Yeah,
I mean, I laughed because the things he was saying were kind of ridiculous. I didn't really know what "Do I Make You Randy" meant. But it was just funny to me.
Right.
And the dances were funny, and Fat Bastard was
Fat
funny.
Bastard.
And,
did you do a Fat Bastard at 4?
I did. I was doing Fat Bastard, Goldmember, Dr. Evil, and those were the first ones I did. And then I would do...
Bro, you were probably the funniest 4-year-old. Your folks probably... I mean, to have you as a party favor to be like, do the Dr. Evil?
Yeah.
And you were the size of Vern Troyer?
I would do... That is really funny.
Right?
I was the size of Mini-Me, but I was doing Dr. Evil. I was that kid, though. I was very obsessed with it.
Did you enjoy it? Did you
I
always
loved it.
feel like, even at that age, the response and go, oh, that feels good?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck, at
For
4?
sure. I mean, that's when it started, yeah.
Crazy.
So I think that response started, and I like dressed up as him for Halloween, Austin Powers, and I think these things can start young, you know? I just that's what got me obsessed with it. And then I would start watching clips on YouTube, because I came up with YouTube.
Yep.
So, like, any clip I wanted, Johnny Carson, SNL, it was all there. So I would watch a lot of, like, old school.
By the way, what a benefit that I don't think I've ever thought about until now.
Growing up with YouTube.
Yeah, and being able to go, like, immediate, like, you know, I was the, you know, Napster and then LimeWire and trying to get songs like that, and then YouTube came later, and it was like, we'd make home movies in high school, watch them back on VHS, and then try to make copies to, like, you know, give to people, and then, but you had to get, you know, somebody had to have a tape to find something. If it was like,
crazy.
have you seen this?
That's
oh,
insane.
man, maybe I can come over and give you that.
What's a tape?
So it was this, so for all you other 23-year-old
Is that the thing that they used to have at that Blockbuster?
Yeah, dude.
Got it.
I feel bad that you missed out on Blockbuster.
Oh, I did not. I was actually the last generation to experience it, because I vividly remember being about 5 years old, walking into Blockbuster and, like, picking out movies.
You strike me as someone that could have worked at a Blockbuster and been, like, the best employee or the most annoying employee, because
probably the second.
People are coming in and you're just doing voices
probably
to
the
recommend certain movies.
100%.
But I would love that, because
Yeah.
at every Blockbuster or Hollywood Video adjacent, everyone there was just like, you know, they wanted to help you out find the movies, but in my experience, most of them were such film buffs. That you'd come in and they were almost like perturbed the fact that you were like, can you recommend a good, like, horror film? And they were like, how do you not even have 5 off the top of your head that you want to see right now?
I would be so annoying. I would full on just be Jeff Goldblum.
Give me Goldblum walking into Blockbuster.
Oh my golly, let's play this out. Yes.
Hi, welcome to Blockbuster. What you looking for today?
I thought I was the employee in this situation. Yes.
Oh, hi.
I'd like
let's
to
flip
purchase.
it around.
I'd like to purchase it. Yes.
We can role play, sir.
We're role playing.
Are you looking to rent a movie or?
Yes. Movies are a very sensual experience. I'm enjoying the flavors. Comedy, romance, horror, thriller. Yes.
Sci-fi.
Laura Dern.
Oh, someone Laura Dern.
I used to date Laura Dern. Laura Dern in
you did.
Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Scary in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh my golly.
You can rhyme too.
Yes, very funny, very funny. I'm crestfallen. What films? What films?
We have a Laura Dern section
What
if you
films
want.
do we have here in the section of the store? There may be trouble.
Cartoons if you want.
Yes.
Yeah. There's
You see how annoying that would be?
I don't know. I think you actually
yes.
as the employee for sure.
Yes.
As the boss maybe.
Yes.
When does he do that?
Oh my golly.
Is that in the hotels.com?
You met when to stop. By
You
the way.
met Jeff Goldblum.
But to go back, he does purr.
When?
He just does. He's become this thing, this creature.
That
on the
felt like
internet.
something you added to fill out the impression.
He purrs. He does a throat trill. The answer is I did meet Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, it was crazy.
At Hotel Cafe? No, it was at
LPR in New York City. It was a crazy experience. It was
Break
insane.
it down.
Here's what happened. I've actually been lucky to meet a lot of the people I do impressions of recently, which is kind of like the impressionist comedian's dream.
1,000%. Well, also in New York, where there's just, I think celebrities are less
weird.
Well, they
or weird about being approached.
Yeah, it's just because there's so much traffic and everyone's moving that I think everyone assumes like, oh, don't like that guy's on his way somewhere. I'm not going to stop him.
The Goldblum thing was crazy. Here's what happened. I had known he was aware of my impression because he had shared it on Facebook earlier in the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
And his wife had commented on it that she liked it. And then I didn't know if I was going to meet him, but I got tickets to see him in the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. Yes. Oh, a titty twister. Yeah, Napster Starburst. Sorry.
Titty twister, Napster Starburst.
I have an orgasm every time I do him, but just had one. Very wet down there. Giggity. However, you're like, this is the last time you're coming on the podcast.
No, I love it.
I get tickets to see this show at LPR in New York City, and I get tickets. And I'm very excited. I don't know if I'm going to meet this guy. Then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there, kind of like the second row, and the show's about to start. This kind of tall goblin walks out into the room, this gorgeous man.
He's like 6'5", right?
6'5" genius. And he walks out into the room. Actually, he didn't walk into the room. He floated into the room.
Of course.
He was flying. He has wings that he grows.
Yep.
He was on a jetpack in the room, very small, very small.
Yeah.
And he comes into the room, and then he gets onto the stage, and within seconds, Goldblum looks at me, and he goes, wait a minute. Just a second. I know you. I know him. Wait a minute. Wait, I've come upon him. He does very funny impressions of me, Rami Malek, many other people. Come to the stage. So then I go on stage with Goldblum, and we have this whole thing. I actually brought throat lozenges because I know he's a big fan of those, and I exchanged them with him, and I go, we're probably the 2 tallest Jews ever to take the stage. Yes. Yes. And I was like, there may be trouble ahead. I was petting him. I was stroking him. I was giving him the Goldblum experience. Yes. I was like showering in the Goldbluminess.
Oh, my God.
And then I'm going quickly, but it's Goldblum. It's an orgasm, as I said.
Yeah.
He invites me backstage, and I kind of gave him the treatment he always gives to other people, which is kind of feeling his suede.
Yeah.
And I even looked at his wife, and I said, look at our wife over there. Yes. And it was a magical
He was
experience.
all about it?
And then 3 weeks later, he reviewed my impression of him in Vanity Fair, which was crazy. It was insane.
What did he now when that happens, are you just like full on flabbergasted, or do you actually go, oh, I hope that there's, like, if he gives you critique, do you take it? Or
thank God he was overjoyed by the impression.
Yeah, great.
Although that has happened before, the critique.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where people are not a fan.
Not that they're not a fan, that like, for example, well, the one time it happened was Sebastian Maniscalco, who I love.
Yeah.
It was actually my first TV appearance, technically, because he was guest hosting Kimmel, and then he reviewed my impression of him. He goes, I give it a B-. He's like, kid writes his own material, got a good voice, got a Don Pardo announcer feel. What? So I got to give it, round it up to a B or something like that shit. And then what happens is,
that's so
and then
good.
2 weeks later, I had my first real TV spot.
Yeah.
I was on Hoda and Jen on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Brag.
Yeah.
And
it's a big deal.
Yeah, it was insane. It was crazy. I was in my childhood home.
You're going to crush it with moms in the next 2 to 5 years.
Thank you. Moms or mommies?
Both.
Because that's what you like, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm on the show, and then Sebastian comes on and surprises me, who I love, this guy. And I said to him, I'm so glad that we're having this moment. I wanted to redeem myself ever since the B-. He's like, no, the kid's got a lot of hustle, a lot of talent. We're going to be seeing you do your shit.
That's so good.
I don't even know why I'm doing this podcast with the fake Jay Leno, Pam, and Tommy. Why are we doing this shit?
Aren't you embarrassed?
Are you even Italian? You're a Jew? What even are you? Don't know where you come from. Very confused by what he's given off.
It's the quick face, and that. Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm like a seal in this seat, slipping around. Love the fake laugh.
Let me give you one
good.
topic, Sebastian, to riff on real quick, okay? How come when you go to a grocery store and you see people in the 10-item or less line with 15 items, no one says anything?
Well, there's the podcast, Sebastian. I mean, when I see this shit, it
The
drives
Pete and Sebastian show? Yeah.
Kind of drives me crazy. But when I'm on the stage,
What? You see these grocery people, they come in, their shit's all over the place. They're being disrespectful. Why would you do that shit? I don't know.
what? Sorry. Here, ask Jim Gaffigan a question now that we're on the subject.
Oh, my God, dude. Jim Gaffigan, look, it's great to have you on here. I know we've exchanged DMs.
Yeah,
and
we have. That's a thing we've done.
And I know you've got a very busy schedule. You got a big family. You got 5 kids?
Yeah, I do.
Think you're going to have more?
I mean, I just think that's sort of a ludicrous question. I'm not really concerned with building more Gaffigans. I'm sort of just feeling like I'm edging closer to death.
Wow.
Yeah, we all kind of are as humans. I feel like we're just collectively dying on the inside. Why are we doing this? I don't even know why I'm here. Very confused.
Have you met him?
Have I met Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Wait, you did meet one that was so cool to me was John Oliver.
Yes. That's a great story.
Well, that's one of my.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
That's.
I mean, what the fuck? This is absurd. First of all, look into the camera, because my voice is a bit hoarse, so it's driving me insane. Good evening, and welcome to the Adam Ray Show, or whatever the fuck this is. The only way this show could get even better is if Adam Driver walked into the studio and started licking my face. Thank you very much.
Dude,
I mean,
that's
what the
so
fuck?
good.
This is absurd.
You met him on the street.
Yes,
Oliver
what
is
happened was-
one of my fucking faves.
John Oliver, what happened with that one, it was crazy. We were doing a set at the same comedy club in New York City, and I approached him after, which you're totally supposed to do. Whatever,
Bro,
it was fine.
It's all about
you had to shoot your
intent.
shot.
It's all about intent.
Exactly.
If you're coming up and approaching with like an affable disposition,
Yes.
and you're being kind,
Right.
and you're like, they sense it.
Yes, exactly. And
If you're being too much, hey
Exactly.
man, they'll give you a sign that's
That's right.
like,
That's
hey, I
right.
gotta go, man, and then
I
you
agree.
hopefully pick up on that and go, all good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I go up to him. I said, Mr. Oliver, I'm a big fan. He knew I was up, so it kind of made it a little easier.
Yeah.
And it was such a funny story. I'm like, gee, we can get a quick video. And all these people are probably used to taking selfies. But
Yeah.
he's like, of course. So I put on my glasses that I had
Did you
with
know
me.
you did an impression of him?
I think he might have.
Okay.
I put on these glasses that I had with me.
Oh,
and I
huge.
go,
Well, good evening, and welcome to Last Week Tonight on the Street. Who better to do this with than...
pan the camera over.
Yeah.
John goes, honestly, it's not bloody bad.
Yeah.
And then I go, but I'm American too. Doesn't that make it even worse? And he goes, well, I mean, it sort of does. You don't see me going around the streets of New York going, hey, get the fuck over here. And then I say, I had one other really funny line, something about Adam Driver, and he just started laughing, and it was amazing. I love him. And then Carson Daly showed it on the Today Show like the day after.
Wow.
So it kind of shows the power of shooting your shot.
Where did you develop that sort of a mindset, or is that just in the straight?
I don't know.
Once I got into this, I know that I can't not take chances.
I think I don't know, especially when I see somebody do an impression of it gets me very excited. Especially I think the thing is if you're vocally accurate and you're doing it like a respect. I think they're pretty respectful.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, I'm in comedy, and I don't know. I think it's cool to take a chance.
Were your
You know, why not?
folks supportive from the get-go? Like how? Like do you have any ties to the business for anyone to kind of instill like, hey man, this is like even at 15 or 16 when you were probably starting to really, figure out like, okay, this is going to be something I'm going to do for a while.
Right.
Did anyone pull you aside and go, hey, this is you got to do this, you got to do this, don't do this?
I'm not in like a show business family at all. I will say, I mean, my dad's roommate in college was actually Hank Azaria, so he's kind of
amazing. Mentor.
Mentor, and also my real inspiration for wanting to do this in the first place. I would say.
Well, dude, that's the
hey,
true
if
man.
you're listening, I love you. But
True man of a million voices.
Yes, but I mean, I really was obsessed with like Spam-A-Lot growing up, which he was in. I fart in your general direction, and you're like, this guy has serious psychological problems. Too much Zyrtec. D.
You're going to
however,
slowly ooze your way into a Zyrtec
literally
campaign.
I did. You're damn right. I hope so. And they pay in sniffs.
We'll edit that out. Keep
yeah.
going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. But in terms of like the support from my family, yes, they've been very supportive. I'm lucky to have amazing. I'm lucky to have an amazing, supportive parents and a brother and sister, close friends, a lot of cousins. So
You're close with your whole family.
yes.
Do your folks like? Again, you said they would. They didn't mind when you were dressing up, doing voices.
Yeah.
It's very. It wouldn't be crazy for parents to see a kid at that age doing all those voices that, because the way that you hear about like Hassan Minhaj talk about his folks not being supportive of comedy and
It's interesting.
just there's parents out there that maybe you just would look at that creative side of what you're doing and go, oh, this is a crazy kid we're raising.
They're probably still thinking that. But I mean,
But there's enough of them that were like, this is like we want to champion this talent.
yeah, I mean, it's just I'm really lucky.
So NYU acting school?
I went to a program called Gallatin at NYU.
What's
You kind
that?
of make your own major.
Cool.
The Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good. But no, I absolutely loved it. And being at NYU, it gave me the chance to kind of jump into the real world of
Yeah.
comedy while I was still in college,
Yeah.
which was a very cool thing.
How so?
Because I think, well, first off, I went to Tufts for a year, then I transferred to NYU. And I think, it's a rare thing to be in an environment where, because at most colleges, not that there's anything wrong with a college comedy group, I think that's amazing, but it's really cool, like to kind of get that head start living in New York,
Yeah.
to be able to go to Gotham and all those places and just watch really amazing comedians do their thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like class,
1,000%.
So, yeah.
So they would encourage you to hop out and
They wouldn't. That
So-
was just kind of me
Yeah.
doing that. I was inspired to do it.
You're like, I'm in one of the greatest cities for this art
Yeah,
form. Why
exactly.
shouldn't I take advantage?
It's like going to LA and thinking, I got to do Adam Ray's podcast.
Yeah, I love
It's
that,
just
dude.
one of those things
I
you
love
got to do.
you got to do it.
You got to do it. You
Have-
just got to do it. It's crazy. We're going
You're-
to get to him soon, by the
Yeah,
way.
I mean, dude, you're Stern. I don't
We
know if
doing
you
this?
Yeah, were you
We're
a-
doing this.
First of all, well, real quick, were you a Stern fan before you started doing the impression?
Sorry, who?
Howard Stern.
Who's that? Oh, the guy from the YouTube clips.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, I love him. No,
How?
I
where
was.
did you find and discover Stern?
You're
You're in New York, so-
I discovered him very young because I was finding all these things from Johnny Carson to Howard Stern, like all these different things
Oh,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
finding on YouTube.
That's right. Okay.
So I really did find him on YouTube, which is crazy. That's kind of how
Would you just YouTube comedy? At what age were you, by the way, typing shit
I was
in? Just to
typing
soak?
shit in when I was like, whenever YouTube was invented, when I was like maybe 10,
was
12.
2006,
I mean,
so-
I remember watching, the first thing I would really watch was Ed Sullivan with the Beatles and all the Ed Sullivan acts. And I would
Wow.
watch, and I became very fascinated by like the Jackie Mason story when he gave him all those show business stories, like giving
Yes.
him the finger. Much like when I accidentally bumped the microphone. That was my Jackie Mason moment. However, it's going to be a great show. A lot of 23-year-olds getting that reference. Have that on my Hinge profile.
Yo, but that's-
Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of women love my Johnny Carson impression.
By the way, though, that's
Joking. Very
there's,
good.
There's
It's
gonna
very
be
good to be here.
a lot
Thank
of
you.
comedy people that are
Really?
appreciate that you have those sorts of
This is very
deep dives.
Well, this is very interesting because we have Jay Leno on the program this evening.
Well, I've been on the Cosby
very
Show a few. I took over a few after I did
You
the
did.
Dorito thing.
That's
You know,
very, very.
you know.
That's
I was
good,
out with the
Jay.
Dorito guy. I was a stand-up comic before that. But
Did you hear
know,
about this college admissions
you hear about this
scandal?
college admission scandal?
Lori
yeah.
Loughlin,
Lori Loughlin,
the
from
former Full House
yeah.
star.
Yeah, her and Felicity Huffman are
It came out that
apparently,
Lori Loughlin.
paying for their daughter to go to school. Yeah.
Lori didn't take the ACT or the SAT.
Yeah, they're in prison right now.
She took the
reaching for the
LIE.
Hope.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you.
The Google doll they here.
Very good. Good stuff.
They both.
We have issues. Go ahead.
Would you host a show, a late night show?
That's the dream. That would
It
be
is.
a dream. That would be a dream.
That was a
yeah.
later question. Is what's the dream?
Well, we'll talk about that. Let's get
Okay.
to Stern.
You find Stern on YouTube, and then what?
That's
You
right.
think what? This guy's incredible.
I'll tell you as him. So here's what happened. I got to tell you, this was crazy.
Yeah.
I was a young kid. I was looking some shit up. Robin, are you hearing this? He's Robin.
Okay.
And I was listening to this. Be careful. I was listening to this. And he just found it to be funny. He was asking these crazy things. Watch Private Parts, Giamatti. Hilarious. Giamatti was crazy. And I'm going to do him in the show. We're going to do that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's great. But I love the guy. Now ask me some questions as H. And that's what we call him, H-Dog.
Well.
No one's ever said this. I know.
Well. First of all, I'm a big fan of Howard Stern, and everyone knows
Right.
that. And you've
Right.
never been on my show,
Right.
Dr. Phil here. You've never been on my
Jesus.
show. You've been on my.
Hang on. I got to tell you. The reason I haven't been on your show is for one very simple reason. Well, there's two.
Well,
the first one is this. Your bald head scares the shit out of me.
Well, your problems
Number two,
aren't big enough.
you're not really a doctor. It's all TV bullshit. It's
Fuck
not
you,
real.
bitch. No, I'm a no. Well, you don't know. First of all, fuck you.
I mean, fuck you. Fuck you. You're a bastard. I mean, Jesus. I mean, Robin, would you fuck this guy? No one's fucking you, Dr. Phil. No one is fucking you.
Hey, you know what? Well, I'll tell you. My wife
Jesus.
fucks me. I make her wear a mask in my face, so I know what it's like to get fucked by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Doctor, let me ask you a question.
Please.
When you're banging,
Sure.
What's the favorite Dr. Phil position? What
Well,
do you do?
I like standing up against a wall, or
Love this.
sitting down in the shower.
So you're a stander, not a sitter.
Well, yeah, I'm always sitting on the
Dude,
show,
that's crazy.
wrapped up in a hammock, maybe.
You're shitting or you're sitting?
Back to back, butt to butt. We call
Right.
that a 39.
And when you talk about the butt to butt, that's got to be a crazy thing.
It's hot because sometimes
right. That's what's in with the young kids these days.
if you
butt to
can
butt.
wrap it around and
Right.
tuck it under like a pig's
Right.
in a blanket and stick it in backwards, we call that the midnight surprise.
Now,
We'll be right back.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, I'll tell you what's funny.
We'll
is,
be right back.
He's always tossing a commercial. It's like because it's great TV. He's the teaser king. That's why I thought, like, if he got slapped and fucking by Will Smith.
Jesus. Ask me one more question.
Well, so when you got into this crazy business of show,
it's crazy.
Did you think
it's unbelievable?
Did you think you'd be on top of the world in the magnitude that you are? Or did you think you'd be running a fucking fry machine at a Fry's Electronics?
I talk about this all the time. Back in the day, when I first started this whole thing, I was crazy. I was out of my mind.
You were fucking nuts.
And that's why I got into transcendental meditation.
Right.
If it weren't for the TM and the psychotherapy, I wouldn't be here.
Well, you used to be making strippers drink like chocolate milk, like on a bouncy ball and stuff.
Great. And listen, I look at these things, and I had a book, Howard Stern Comes Again. You got to get this. It's unbelievable.
Great book, yeah.
And it was painful going through the past, watching these. I can't even watch my old interviews. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing.
Well, you used to you interviewed a lot of like dwarves and like strippers and you know, Nazis, but now it's all like Paul McCartney and like Jonah Hill.
I do love Jonah and Paul. They're great. They're great.
Who is your favorite celebrity that you've interviewed? They gave you the most spontaneous information.
Well, in terms of spontaneity, I'd say Phil Hartman's wife. But other than that,
yikes.
I would say that was a crazy interview. But in terms of spontaneity, I got to tell you.
Maybe Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Well, that was great.
Did he tell you about Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candles before they came out? Have you bought one of those? They smell apparently like her.
I do. Are you a gooper? You like goop?
I'm a gooper. I'm a gooper.
Hey,
I'm
Robin,
also
a
wheel watcher.
Are you a fan of?
And I've got a UTI. But
Dr. Phil,
what's up?
Are you? Dr. Phil.
I'm here. Hello, who is this?
Dr. Phil.
Sure. What's up?
Dr. Phil.
4.5 inches. Hard. We'll be right back. We'll keep it right here.
I got to ask. Are you a fan of the vagina-scented candle from Goop?
Well, more so than I am the dick ball candle, because which hasn't come out yet. But you know, stay tuned because I am opening my own Goop site.
That is fantastic. I love that.
I think, look, people love the smell of vaginas, and why not Gwyneth Paltrow to be the first in line to be like, hey, do you want to set the mood in the house, but also set the scent of the mood?
You set the mood.
You scent the mood.
Now, Dr. Phil, can I ask you? Can I actually go back to Adam for a second?
Go ahead.
Adam, is that you?
What's up, bud?
Say it again.
What's up, bud?
I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now, a couple days ago, you had a guy, Dana Carvey, who I love. He's been on the show. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He talked about nobody does. We were talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
We both said that nobody does a good impression of me, and it drives us both crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Dana does do a good version of me.
Right.
But what do you think about this guy? Is it solid? What do you think?
I think, look, I think if you're talking about the best Stern impressions out there right now, I gotta say yours is the best, man.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Of all time. How about that?
I mean, until someone else knocks you off the
That's funny. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear this. You're disgusting.
Well, look, I do a pretty good Alan Stern.
How about, will you do me?
Who's the manager at Vaughn's.
Do Howard Stern. Do me. Try it.
This is crazy. Oh my God. You hear this? This is absolutely nuts.
You're moving your arms like Ron DeSantis. I mean, geez.
This is crazy.
All right. Wig change.
Wig change into who? The Howard is brilliant. I gotta say. I don't know. I mean, I think you stand alone right now because I haven't seen anyone even try to conquer it. Not only do you have the riff ability in character, but the voice is. I
appreciate it.
Like, even me trying to go like, Robin, did you hear this, Robin? Like in a deeper voice, I could probably get a few lines that could get pretty close because of my tone and timbre. Not like you though. Hey, everybody. Hey, it's me, Joe Biden. And I just want to tell you that there's only a couple. Hey, quit it. Hey,
I can tell you is Joe Biden is a disgusting guy.
Well, I'm the president now, so watch your mouth.
Excuse me. Will you shut your mouth? There's a lot of, There's a lot of people that is saying when you look at what's happening with Joe, he's doing some of the most disgusting things. And we're looking into the state of the country. And quite frankly, it's a sad thing. It's very sad because when you look at what Adam is drinking, there's a lot of tequila in there. There's tequila. And we love to day drink. We love to day drink. And
Mr. President, I have a question.
Shut your mouth. What's the question, honey? You're adorable.
So it says here that Barron.
That's good.
Barron
That's
is.
good.
Barron is.
We love Barron. Barron's the son. And when you look at Barron, you talk about the genes.
We love Levi's, and Levi's.
What do you wear?
Excuse me, they're a great brand because you look at what's happening in China, and they're making all these different genes, and genes are genetics. And you look at Dr. Fauci, what he's talking about with spraying your veins, and that's so unfair. Go ahead.
You said that if you point your cock towards the sun, COVID can get pulled out of your dick hole from the sun. Is that still something you stand by?
Excuse me. Well, a lot of people. Well, that's not true. A lot of people are saying.
You said that.
A lot of people are saying the dick hole is the key to the heart. Right?
No one has said that ever.
It's the key to the heart.
Who said that?
Mike Pence. And a lot of people are saying that it's the key to the heart. And when you talk about the dick hole, that's actually what his wife's nickname is for his chest. She says, Dick hole, come here. He says, okay, mother, that's good. But what I'll tell you is I've never said that, and a lot of people are saying I've said it, but it's true. That's good.
And you're big on Facebook still. Is that true, Mr. President? I don't know what has to do with anything.
Okay. When you look at Facebook...
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you look at Facebook, we're talking about Truth Social, and this guy's laughing. Looks like he stormed the Capitol. A lot of people are saying that he's laughing. I insulted the dog, right? I insulted the dog. And
are you a fan of pets, Mr. President?
We love pets. We love pets.
Marry, fuck, kill a peacock, an iguana, or a cat.
I got to tell you, I love pussy, right? You can grab them when you're a star. They let you do it, so probably
you did
gotta
say
fuck
that.
the cat.
You
gotta
did
fuck
say
You got to
wow.
fuck the cat because when you look at cats, when you look at cats,
cats
have 9 lives, and Donald Trump has 9 orgasms.
But
that's what
one
they say,
pussy.
right?
But yeah.
They say that. He's cute. He's a cute guy.
The fact that you would actually fuck a cat, Mr. President, is concerning on many
We're
levels.
looking at donkeys. Excuse me, when you look at animals, we talk about the zoos. There's a big shortage of zoos and Jews. There's a shortage
of Jews.
Excuse me. There is a shortage of zoos and Jews.
Sure.
And when you look at the funding, of the zoos, there's a lot less because of the Jews. And when you see what they're doing, it's so disgusting because when I was a kid...
What the Jews are doing to the zoos?
When I was a kid, we had all these different...
These
animals. We had giraffes like nobody's ever seen.
We still have giraffes.
We had a lot of giraffes. There's actually an extinction of giraffes.
Says who?
Nobody's talking about that.
Because no one's asked about it.
Because the giraffes is a problem. And no one's talking about that. But with that being said, I have a giraffe who's gorgeous. And he lives... with me, comes to Florida.
Oh, in Mar-a-Lago?
Adorable,
yeah.
But he's the last one. We're breeding him. We're giving him babies, and we're talking about what the power of the giraffe, like the power of the dog. The Oscars was so distasteful, right? So distasteful.
Mr. President, one more question. Sarah Huckabee Sanders here.
Go ahead.
Hey, do you know what a cafeteria is?
I do.
If we ran out of Diet Coke in the vending machine.
Well, Cafe Torreya is a gorgeous Mexican restaurant located in Trump Tower. They have the best burrito bowls, and that's great. What's the next question, Sarah?
Hi, Dr. Fauci here. There's been many times that you said over the course of the pandemic...
You're disgusting, and a lot of people are saying Dr. Fauci should be banned.
I shower twice a day with my clothes on, and I think that there's
Well, Dr. Fauci, this is a bit unfortunate because... I am here as well. It's you and me in the mirror.
Well, that I want to ask me something.
Go ahead.
Did you ever think that you would be thrust into the spotlight like this?
Of course.
So prematurely. Look, premature ejaculation, I'm used to that. But premature stardom, that is something that took me a while to adjust to.
You know, more and more people are starting to ask the question of sort of the raised profile that has happened as a result of the pandemic.
It was a bat.
And I would say...
somebody fucked a bat, I think.
Well, no one talks about that, but I would say it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
We have security. It's
security
horrible.
Around every Burger King in America has an open play place where you can contract HIV, HPV, the WNBA.
Can I just say, Dr. Fauci, this is Barack Obama. Hang on a second. So I think that in America, you have been taken for granted, and I am grateful on behalf of Michelle, Sasha, and Malia,
how is
and
she?
Of course Bo.
One of your kids smokes weed now, right?
Well, hang on, come on now. If that is true, how'd you know? Come on.
Because I gave it to him.
But you know, you gave my daughter weed.
I sell weed.
That is good.
It's called. I've got.
That is good.
I've got it's Omicron. It's Omicron laced.
Now be careful because
That was a joke.
Michelle will be very upset.
That was a joke.
So, but
My sense of humor is off.
With COVID, it is a scary thing.
Sure.
And we have to give hope to the country, and that's what you're doing. So thank you so much, baby.
Well, thank you for taking your shirt off.
I appreciate that.
And thank you for
I do love the paddleboard. Come on now.
you're the
They call me a sex symbol.
you're the only president with nipples that I would suck, and I've never said that to anyone with.
You know, speaking of sucking nips, I'm Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
You know, I wanted to ask you something, Senator, because I've been long awaiting the chance to ask you, first of all, because I love Cabo, too, and I know you went to Cabo or Cancun or someplace where they've got a Taco Bell KFC combo, and you took a vacay with your your daughter, who you know, look, you're kind of a shithead fuckface, so I assume she's got some demons too. But also, we're all making choices. Life's about the choices we make and the choices we don't make. And you chose to go on vacay while a nation was suffering. While the heat was off and the ice cubes were just penetrating people's buttholes. It was like someone ordered a Dairy Queen Blizzard to fuck their butt in the middle of February, and you just said, well, this is a great time to go.
You know, can I just say, when you talk about fucking butts, radical liberal leftists are encouraging this behavior more than you've ever seen.
Here we go.
And I have to say,
Okay.
that
Finish your thought, because you know what I'm about to say when you finish.
that Cancun should become the capital of the United States of America because the people of Cancun are like its weather.
Yikes.
Warm.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was definitely a sentence, but it was also something that I don't agree or disagree with, because most of the things you say I can't pick up on because I'm staring at the raccoon pubes you pasted to your cheeks.
I've been told
Your
that I
beard-
look like a lizard, and that is true. But it's just not true.
You look like a homeless guy who gets off by rubbing his balls on a Chick-fil-A wrapper just so he can, and then he shows the mayonnaise that's left over to a bus driver and goes, look how much I came, as if that's impressive. We'll be right back. Mitch McConnell's in the house, and this is a guy who Mitch McConnell always looks like someone walked in on him at a Trader Joe's while he was shoveling cashews into his pockets.
Well, listen, what you have to realize is,
Oh, God.
I'm that bitch.
You're that bitch?
Been that bitch. Still that Mitch. Scoobity-boop-boop. Scoobity-doo.
Yeah, you're always ending your thoughts with like raps and scoot-up, bebops, and are you the scat man? Were you a backup singer for Lou Bega?
I do like Lou Bega, yes.
Who do you?
Listen,
Have you ever had?
what you have to realize is,
Sure.
Adam Ray has had comedians that are non-white on this podcast, which is a problem because they are not even Americans.
Well,
They
that's
are African Americans.
sure, and that's still American.
Scoobity-boop-boop.
Scoobity-doo. Yeah, I know what you were going to say there,
Yeah.
but I do think that you're from Kentucky,
Very
which
good.
is a real place.
Yes.
I didn't know that people still live there. But now, if you were to take me on a tour of Kentucky, where's the first place we'd go?
I would take you to. You have a white sheet?
Yikes.
Scoobity-boop-boop.
Oh, no, just saying
Scoobity-doo.
You can't suggest a Klan rally and then just start scatting and think things are going
McConnell
to...
is a very bad guy. Look at my chins. I would take you to get some chicken. That's what I'd say.
Well, you do have a
I
weird...
love Kentucky Fried Chicken.
You look like a turtle that's just
Yes.
constantly coming diarrhea. Oh, dear God. This impression's going to kill you someday.
I already did. Literally just came out of my asshole. Scoobity-boop-boop. Scoobity-doo. Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Impressive, dude. Impressive.
Hey guys, it's Andy Cohen. I'm feeling amazing. Really happy to be here with Adam. Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
When did you pull this one into your repertoire.
Okay, now
That's
back to myself.
Yeah, back to Maddie for a minute.
Yes.
This is a very specific.
yes.
Here's what I will say real quick.
Sure.
What I dig about your impressions is I've seen a handful of Goldblums, but you've got. I feel like you're doing more, and I don't know if it's an active choice that aren't being done. Like Rami Malek, Andy Cohen, like people that you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I think that is a really smart on your part. I don't know if it's intentional, but to separate yourself a little bit.
Thank you.
And with it's look, if you have an amazing, Christopher Walken, it's like you do that, but it's like, hey man, you already. It's cool to think of when someone thinks of a Stern and they think of you, right? So it's like someone thinks of a Walken. There's going to be 3 to 4 other people they think of before they think of you.
I call the Walken, and I actually have a bit, I call them airplane food impressions, because I have a viewpoint that doing the following few impressions are like being a stand-up comedian and talking about, what's the deal with airplane food?
Right.
Seinfeld, Walken,
Right.
De Niro.
Right.
Those ones.
Right.
But
Andy Cohen,
I do over 250 impressions.
wow.
Yeah. But it's a very obsessive thing, so I have the list on my phone.
Yeah, because I'm sure you forget it sometimes. Who's in the wheelhouse?
Yeah, gotta check. Amazing. Love that. Yes. But
You just watch Andy Cohen one night.
literally,
and
I'm
start
James McAvoy and Split right now. What's happening?
like an Andy Cohen? Do
Yes,
you just
Andy
see the
Cohen.
show and start talking
I don't
out loud?
even really remember how that one got started. I love late night TV.
Okay.
I love interview shows like that, and obviously he has a big one.
So you'll hear a voice and just start saying it out
I
loud?
think that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
And with Andy, I met him too. It was a really funny story.
Let's hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. This was random. I mean, I was on my way
What if
to
I was
having...
like, save it, email me tonight?
Okay, go ahead. That's okay.
No, Dad,
It'll be out
please.
on Truth Social tonight.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
case you're wondering.
Is that really Trump's? Is that the
I
new?
think it is. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm taking this up.
Yeah.
But I was walking down the street and I see this really good-looking silver fox with tight short shorts.
It's AC.
Great-looking calves. And taking a selfie. And I go up to this guy, shooting my shot again.
Yeah.
And I go, hey. He goes, wait a minute. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, are you the guy who does me and Howard, right?
Whoa.
And I'm like, yes, I am the guy who does you. And we were talking. He was so nice,
That's
amazing.
rad, dude.
And he goes, let's fire off a vid right now. So I take out my phone.
Mo's loving it.
And I go, hey, guys, it's Andy Cohen. And I'm here with, and then Andy goes, Andy Cohen. And I say, Andy, do you want to plead the fifth, which is his game where he has celebrities on.
Yes.
And he gives them 3 questions. They can plead the fifth to 1.
Right.
And he goes, I do. So I take out the phone, and I go, Andy Cohen, question number 1. What do you think of this Andy Cohen impression? Andy looks at me. He goes, I swear to God, this is the greatest. He goes, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, you're young, you're cute, and you're Jewish. Fuck yeah. So then
Amazing.
it was amazing. I post the video.
Yeah.
And I notice a recurring trend amongst the comments on TikTok.
What's that?
Basic summary. They definitely fucked after this.
Hilarious.
It was very funny. He was very, very nice. Love that guy. One of my big inspirations.
What a crazy another just opportunity living in New York where that happens. I mean, New York ain't a small area. The fact
a lot
that
of
you
these
just
have happened within the span of like a month and a half.
Yeah, that's
it's
even
crazy.
And
Saw Rami
almost,
Malek too. Did the face in front of him.
Did the face? How do you like it? Something tells me he didn't like it. I sat next to him at a Knicks game once.
Yeah.
He gave me his email.
What was that like, hon?
I'll replay it. Here we go. I go, Rami, dude. I go, dude. Bohemian had just come out. I go, bro,
Yeah,
that
by the
was
way, Bohemian-
incredible.
But sorry to interrupt the story, but for those who don't recall, Bo Rap was the film that I won an Oscar for
Bo Rap?
portraying Freddie Fredwater Mercury. Yes, what's happening?
So I remember Rami. I don't know if you
the
remember
Rami
this
story. Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I was.
Yeah.
No, be Rami, and I'll
Okay,
retell
all
the
right,
story.
go ahead.
So Rami, I don't know if you remember, but we were sitting next to each other at the Knicks game, and I said, "Are you excited about Bohemian Rhapsody?" I said, "You fucking crushed it."
Yeah,
And
that's
then
nice.
what? And then what did you say? You said, "I said you crushed it in the movie," and then you said, "Do you remember what you said?"
Oh, yeah. I said, in a couple of years when you play Jay Leno and Pam and Tommy, I'm going to be so excited.
You did say that, and I thought, wow, this guy's got the almanac. And also, maybe it's just the fact that he widens his eyes so much he can see more than we can.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I said, hey, man, I'm doing shows at Gotham if you want to come out. And you said?
I said, yeah, is that like Live Aid?
Yeah. That's what you said. I said, kind of, but then take it, pull back about 500,000 people,
right,
and put it in a comedy club.
Let's try
about 15 minutes.
And then
now.
I said,
you said, here's my email.
I said this. That's not what I said, you little devil.
Oh,
you didn't do the story.
You're right.
Right.
I was a little
you didn't
baffled.
Do the story right.
Yeah,
you baffled. I won the BAFTA too, but you're baffled, BAFTA.
Is that like some vocal warm up?
Yeah.
Do you have a vocal warm up, Rami?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a vocal connoisseur. I would agree. I love to have Dippin' Dots.
Ooh, what flavor?
I love mint Dippin' Dots.
Mint Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots.
You pervert.
Dippin' Dots. Dippin' Dots are very delectable.
Yeah.
Dippin' Dots have left an indelible mark on the candy industry.
How about do this? Do a quick. We're doing a commercial for Dippin' Dots, and I want you to say the lines. Ooh, yeah. Take a bite of the Dippin' Dots, and then look in the camera and go, "It's ice cream, but smaller and in balls. What more could you ask for?" Hi, I'm Rami Malek. Maybe open with that. Spokesman for Dippin' Dots. And action.
I didn't see you there. I'm Rami Malek, and I'm enjoying a nice little cup of Dippin' Dots. Not a cup of, but a cup o. It's like ice cream, but in small balls. They're delectable.
Rami, you always look like you're smelling a fart.
Oh, boy.
And
I didn't say that.
You do.
No.
Rami has even on the Oscars, he had a very...
Well, let me ask you something else. As Paul Giamatti.
Oh, Paul, dude.
Oh, yes!
I wanted to bring some...
I am feeling like getting pistol whipped, beaten, choked, and spanked because Adam Ray is in the fucking building. And I portrayed John motherfucking Adams when he was signing the Declaration of Independence. Bobby Axelrod, you little fucking bitch. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah. I am feeling like you will bend me over, fry my balls, and look me into the eyes and say, "My name is Patrick Stewart. Why did I do..."
Wait, have you met Giamatti? I've seen him in New York like 15 times.
I have not. Oh, yes.
Real quick
Sorry.
Giamatti story.
Go ahead.
I'm walking, crossing the street in New York.
Dying to get out of this interview?
No, this is awesome. I'm having a great time.
So am I.
You're fantastic.
Thank
this
you.
is a real treat.
Thank you.
I was walking across the street, and he's truly one of my favorite actors.
I'd
put him in my top 10.
He is the best.
He's just fucking...
He's the best.
He's so... there's also only one of him. I like guys like that, where like Sam Rockwell or fucking even Heath Ledger, man, when he was alive. Like, there's guys where I just go, there's just one of the... Robin Williams. There's just one of those guys. There's only one type of what they do. You go,
Matt Friend,
only that
absolutely.
guy. Matt Friend, put him in the same boat, man. Matt Friend, Meryl Streep, Sally Field, Mary Fuck Kill. And
absolutely.
so they... So I cross the street and I see him. And he's got his head down and he's like, he's just muttering to himself.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So, yes, about some children.
Love Kool-Aid.
He's just like he's like Capri Sun, Kool-Aid, and squeeze
Capri
it.
Sun
Yeah.
is a delicious
Wait,
snack.
give me Paul Giamatti
love
trying to
Dippin'
get the
Dots.
straw into a Capri Sun.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like Bobby Axelrod. Dippin' Dots are a delicious candy.
Yeah. So he's
They're
crossing
like
the
small balls.
he's crossing the street and I go,
Yes.
no way, Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Just because I was so fucking, and it
Right.
just came out.
Yeah.
And he turns around and goes, "Ah!" He was so like angry and in his head, and I think he didn't even have time to like say anything to me. And it was almost the fact that a guy just
Can you do it one more
screamed at him.
time?
I go, no way, Paul Giamatti.
That's my new text tone.
Dude, it was like
It was more like this.
yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I threw a cat at him. He just was so like, you could, but again, he was in his head. He was like, crossing the street down, like, we can't. And then I just screamed, "Hey, it's this guy!" And I think that was the last thing he wanted was to connect with a stranger.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
Hilarious.
I want to know. I said your goals.
Yes.
Host a late night show,
Maybe.
but you're 23, man. Like I remember that time vividly. I feel like you coming up in this social media YouTube era, and you're making the most of it with getting on these shows and shooting your
But
shot.
does it
when you
really
see people.
matter if you're not a regular?
It doesn't, dude. Until you become a regular at the store, in the factory, and the Improv, you ain't shit, bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
No, dude. You're making the most. You're controlling what you can control, which I think is very cool, and I'm very impressed by. Which is like you've got these skills and talents, and you're doing curating a night for yourself at Caroline's to do stand up, and it's like
just sold it out.
You're just getting going with it, right? Like how long you been doing stand up?
I started really doing it seriously in college. So maybe like, when would that have been? Maybe like 2018. Really seriously.
Right. So maybe 4 years.
Probably less.
So you're just getting going. You're scratching the surface. You know what I'm saying? And so I encourage you to stay as fucking hungry and ambitious as you are, and also give yourself the luxury of going, oh man, I'm so just starting with this that the sky's the limit, and not to have something like to sell out Caroline's and then go, all right, well now I got to do that everywhere. I hope that's not what you're thinking, because you're just starting to plant seeds. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think there's a real strong thing about like being.
Welcome to the therapy hour.
No, seriously. I see a lot of greatness in you, and I
thank you.
But I
means
don't.
a lot.
But I don't want you to put pressure on yourself to like. What sucks about this business is that you can get a couple things. Let's say like you get a couple videos that go viral, right?
Yeah.
And it gets you an opportunity to like, start. Or you go on America's Got Talent, then you can start headlining. It's like I've had friends.
Or No Deal. Howie Mandel.
Oh, yeah, you've been working on your.
That's
Howie.
a new one.
Yeah.
That's funny. Now that's good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You didn't get a ball cap?
I
and
just
glasses?
might.
Yeah.
By the way, I sanitize my balls before this show.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Oh yeah, he's a little.
It's
bit
not
of a
bad
germ
though,
freak.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not bad at
It's
all.
not bad. Yeah.
Pretty good. Deal or no deal. That's good.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I don't know what there is
That's
in the back
funny.
of your throat.
Now that is funny.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
Little Canadian. I opened for Diana Ross early in my career, and she found me. I think the story goes, I was at the comedy. I don't even know the story. Anyways, it was hilarious. I remember dying early in my career. Deal or no deal. Sorry.
Matt, do you play any instruments?
Wait. I
want to finish this thought.
I'm sorry, I interrupted your thing.
It's fine. I hope that you, when people ask me for like advice about from starting out, which 23 again, like you're just getting going. It's just like you got to, and I feel like you are, enjoy the process of getting better. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is like you've found this niche with impressions and stuff, and now you're going to keep probably honing that, and then I'm sure you also want to develop who Matt Friend is on stage.
Exactly.
So that you're not just doing that.
Exactly.
And have this be, and let this serve as a way to introduce yourself. But I don't know what you want. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, is this like, do you want to just continue to hone impressions and have that be your thing, and then get on SNL or get your own sketch show, or is it like I want to use this as a way to get some notoriety and then get some more and get some exposure that leads to opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, I'm not just saying this. I really do fucking value the shit out of your input and your advice, because I really do respect it. I really respect you a lot, and I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, man.
And I've loved your stuff for a long time. So it's funny that we've met during the pandemic.
Yeah.
By a long time, I mean the past 2 months. But
no, but real quick, that was I think it was a Clubhouse thing.
Yes, exactly.
And I hopped on, and you were
doing this.
You were doing Stern, and I was fucking blown away. And I was just finished shows in Dallas, and I was sitting there with a couple comics, and I put it on thing, and they were listening, and they were like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, I gotta hop in this. And I'd been on a couple others where I'd listened to it, and just was like,
on Howard,
yeah.
Parody?
And I was
Howard
like,
parody
and I gotta hop in, and so I hopped in as Dr. Phil, and we just went back and forth.
So funny.
And it was so great, and we
was
just got off, and those comics were like, "Do you know that guy?" I was like, "That was the first time we."
I feel like I've known you for so long.
Yeah, totally.
But in terms of me, I mean, I love doing the impressions, and I'm loving getting known to be doing that.
Yes.
I mean, I was watching like an interview with Fallon. Like I think he said when he was younger he wanted to be the next Dana Carvey. You know, like when he was young, like that was the goal.
Right.
And like for me, like, I have a lot of big inspirations that I look to, like big ones like Phil Hartman, Bill Hader, Adam Ray. You know, but then like there was like Rich Little, you know.
Yeah.
And I love Rich Little.
Yeah.
I think he was very vocally accurate. It was amazing, really funny.
Yep.
And for me, like my goal, I would say, is not just to do the impressions. I think I'm kind of developing who I am too. I just did an hour at Caroline's, which is the longest I've ever done, and it wasn't just impressions. It was impressions, but some original characters, and then stand up me talking about myself.
Yeah. Well, that's
which
what I
I
was
think
curious
is important.
about. Like
Yeah,
how much?
Because I'm developing my own point of view now too, and in every show I try to do something new. And do bits that aren't just the voices of the impressions. I can tell you one of them, actually, if you want to hear it quick.
Yeah. Well,
you're like, nah, I don't. Yeah.
What, one of the bits?
You'll say, you know what, save it for when you're
No,
regular.
please.
Okay. Save it for when you're in with the boys.
Hey, you know what? I love that I've busted your chops enough to have this being a regular at a club mean something, because now it's going to drive you extra harder to become one.
No, I know, exactly.
Because now you're going to
exactly,
be like,
baby, exactly.
Just say, Brock, are you a regular at the Improv?
I am. So that's actually Supernova. Come on now. That's what I'm saying, baby. We love that space. That is good.
Your Barack is great.
I appreciate
And you've
that.
also, though, like your Barack who's wearing the fucking Patagonia jacket on the back of a
because I actually have
party
a bit.
bus.
I have a bit which is the 3 modes to Barack Obama's voice.
Here we go.
And I go, the first mode is Barack when he's making a speech. His voice is very stern, looks into the camera. He'll go, tonight, more than 200 years, after a former colony won the right to determine its own destiny, the task of perfecting our union moves forward. And then he'll keep going. Then he'll go, Obama with children. His voice gets higher. He'll bend down. He'll be more hush. He'll be like, how are you? How are you? It is good to see you. You are so cute. Come on now. What are you dressed up as for Halloween? Oh, you're a fairy. That is adorable. Malia was too. That is good. And then when he's with, the third mode is Obama at the White House, honoring an NBA team, his voice kind of becomes more loose, and he'll make some sort of a dad joke. He'll go, nah, LeBron James is here. He is the second best player to wear the number 23. That is good. I'm a Bulls fan, baby. MJ. So, but I like how people sound in different areas.
That's amazing, dude. See, that's another real deep voice impression that you gotta have. It's gotta live in your register.
I do impressions of Trump impressions. I go Trump talking about his disdain for other Trump impressions. Like, you see Alec Baldwin doing it. He doesn't sound anything like me, right? He goes like this. We've got a great show.
Yeah.
Boopity 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 boo. You see Colbert. He's like, I know. A dat dat dat. A dat dat a dat dat. I don't have the hush. It's not what I sound like. Then you see Fallon. He's like, okay. Okay. I don't move my shoulders. It's just not what I do.
That's
Meta
so
too.
good.
Yeah.
Do you think? What do you think of the? Is it James Austin? What's it? James Austin.
He's great. I really like that guy.
Yeah.
I actually just met him recently.
Talented.
And, he's very, very nice. Very cool guy.
So is that the dream? I mean, you were Matterday Night Live.
I was
on Instagram for a while.
Yeah, I changed it because I knew I was doing this podcast, and I didn't want you to kill me. But
when I saw that, I was like, oh, that makes sense, and that's kind of smart. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, I was Matterday Night Live on Instagram and on all social media
because.
Before. Yeah, I mean, I made the name. I'm 23, so I made that name when I was like maybe 16 or like I was in like high school when I made the name. So I was
because that was a dream.
Yeah, I mean, it still is.
Yeah.
The dream, and I'm only 23, so I mean, who knows what'll happen?
Yeah.
How many times have I said that I'm 23 on this podcast?
Yeah, because you look 48. But is there something
but,
about like?
No, but I think for me. Yeah, I mean, SNL, I would say, I mean, if I were ever lucky enough to have a chance to audition or...
1,000% you will. Are you kidding me?
To be on that show.
Bro, I bet next year you'll audition.
Will I be on?
I'd put you on in a heartbeat.
Thank you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Thank you.
Bro, in a heartbeat. You should be on right now, and I'm not just saying that.
I do, Bill. Yeah.
Matt, you, like, again, doing the impression is half the battle. You got to have acting chops and be able to sustain the persona. And look at it with every person you did on the pod today, how long you stayed in the pocket on it. It's almost to where you're like doing it until they say stop.
Right.
And that's a great skill
Which
to
you
have.
have to do.
Pull back instead of needing to, because there's some people that can do impressions and then you know, they got like maybe a few words or a couple things here and there. It's like, you know, I can do like, you know, Nicolas Cage stubbing his toe in the dishwasher.
Sure.
Oh, you know, and that's it. You know, but I can't do a full conversation with them. So you staying in the pocket
Jennifer
with all these
Coolidge.
guys.
Oh, sorry.
That's good.
Oh God.
But also, again, you're doing ones that aren't like, are you kidding me, dude? Even just as basic. First of all, a weekly Stern. How fucking great for the show would that be? This is a cross promo thing they should be thinking about, where you're doing a weekly Stern sketch, which opens the door for the celebrity impressions, which they always are looking for.
Yeah.
But then it's something for Stern to always talk about.
Yeah.
Giving the show extra press.
I mean, I hope
a Rami Malek talk show.
I hope he'd like it. I mean, I made a TikTok video of if Howard Stern reacted to my impression. I'm like, this guy is so bad. I just don't hear the voice. People are sending me clips. This guy, Matt Friend, needs transcendental meditation because he's a psychopath. He really is crazy.
He'll comment at some point.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
He will.
But
okay, so talk show or SNL.
I mean, yeah, that'd be crazy. I mean, that is a dream. That is the dream. It always has.
You're just trying to keep your foot in all the pools.
Yeah, I mean, I think
do as much as you can, and like, if something comes my way,
if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I was lucky to. The first big thing that really happened for me was in 2019. I was a junior in college, and Kenan Thompson does this talent search competition called the Kenan Thompson's Ultimate Comedy Experience.
Cool.
It's like a talent search for comedians. Comedians compete in different cities throughout the country.
Yeah.
Deal or no deal. And deal or no deal. That's good. That's funny. Hilarious. It's very good.
It got better than the last time you did it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just making sure it's still there. Patrick Stewart, what's happening? Patrick Stewart. The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plane. John Mulaney, Bill Hader. That's funny.
We do Mulaney.
Oh, all I'm going to say is you're a horse let loose in a hospital. You're a son of a bitch. Okay, my voice is too hoarse for that one.
Weren't
today.
you just in rehab,
son
John?
of a bitch. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about rehab. Anyways, Kenan, I was in this talent search. They found me at Gotham Comedy Club, his producers for it. And then I was in the show at Caroline's where I just headlined recently.
Yep.
Big deal, apparently, according to Adam.
It is.
And
dude,
I'm joking,
fuck off, Matt. Real
if
quick.
you're gonna say that, do it as Tom from Succession. Hey, buddy, fuck off, cocksock.
Fuck off. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, buddy.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, listen.
Fuck off.
You're wondering why I have a cock the size of a red sequoia and I fuck like a bullet train. Hey, Shiv, suck my balls. Hey, buddy, how are you? How are you, buddy?
Fuck off.
Hey, buddy.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You ate my fucking chicken.
How bad do you want Brian Cox at one point just to go, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Fuck off.
He's on Cameo and he does that.
He does the fuck off?
He does fuck off
or the
on
ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, he does fuck off on Cameo.
Brilliant.
But anyways, I was in the thing. I was in the thing at Caroline's, and I won that, and it was very, very cool. And Kenan brought me to SNL, and
just to hang out.
Yeah, he brought me to the show, and then I went to the after party, and that was a kind of a dream.
Real quick, how are
experience.
you in those party situations? Are you like this, where you're like, if I
I was like, everybody quiet down. I'm gonna do my audition for you all.
Anyone ever heard of Mitch McConnell? Hey, guys, look at this wig. I'm Matt Friend.
Yeah, like
formerly Saturday Night Live.
Bennett was on the show at the time. I was like, I know you're doing it, but you got to hear mine, okay? I'm joking.
So funny.
No, but it
no,
was
but
cool.
are
It was
you?
cool to be there.
Do you seek out moments to? I mean, again, shooting your shot, man. It's like if you were in a conversation with Lorne.
At that, no, I didn't do. I was just kind of there. I didn't want. I used to intern at the Tonight Show in college, and I kind of, had that experience with Kenan right after I kind of ended the internship. I was actually on a coffee run for somebody, like for a writer or something, when I found out that I won, which was crazy. I kind of kept it to myself. I didn't want to like annoy anyone.
Wow, so cool.
So I kind of knew, like, I just didn't want to, I didn't want to be too, you know what? You want to be cool. You don't want to be like a weird.
Yes.
Yeah. But if it'll happen. Oh, hopefully. Yeah.
Those moments.
Here's my Lorne. Yeah. That's good.
So here,
We're going to use you on the show.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's just me going off of what Bill Hader does.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, working with Mulaney on SNL is always really funny. Be changing the cue cards for Stefan and hi. Yes. If you're looking for an amazing show, LA's hottest show is Supernova. Supernova has everything. a stage like a gladiator ring. Bill Burr.
Dan Cortez.
Adam Ray. Charlie D'Amelio's dad. And MTV's Dan Cortez.
Oh my God, dude.
I want to do this thing called a human magic 8-ball.
What's that?
It's this thing where you shake a midget until he says, "I'll answer your questions later." Not my line. That's their line.
Brilliant, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to close this out
Let's
with
do
a
one
little
more impression.
with a little inside the actor studio questionnaire.
I'm looking up my impressions list.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Before we close out, we'll do that. I had actually a couple other things I'd like to.
Okay, yes.
Well, show me the
Yes.
impressions that you
I'd like to do a couple
that
more.
you truly take pride in. That you're like, all right, nobody does this. This is the new one I'm working on.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, and we'll throw it
the
into a
list here.
little scenario, and let the viewers hear what your jam.
Impressions list. Yeah, this will be.
How did
cut,
the
right?
shows go in LA while you've been here so far? Fun? Did you like performing on the LA stages?
Can you ask that in 2 seconds? Okay, now I
Yeah.
got it up. Go ahead, ask it again.
So you're not a regular, but you went. So you went into all these clubs, though. Give me that experience, though. First time, right?
Yes, I'm not a regular. And
I got you up at Supernova the first time you came out. Correct?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
And I loved it, by the way. And no, it's been a really amazing weekend. I did the first time in the Comedy Store,
And?
Improv Laugh Factory.
Thoughts? Just walking in and
Yeah, I mean, it was the comedy.
Nervous?
I was nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And they've all been really fun. Really, really fun.
did you like one better than the other, or did you?
Comedy Store went amazing.
Yeah.
Improv one was a little. I felt it was good. I felt it felt a little tougher somehow, but it was really good, and I loved it. Honestly, it was another one I just loved it. And then the Laugh Factory, it was a great time.
Bucket
too,
list
last
to
night.
perform at those places, huh?
Huh?
Bucket list to perform at those places.
Well, to be a regular, yeah.
Can you, well, I bet Alan Alda could be a regular.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You know, I got to. The thing about the Alan Alda is very fun because people don't know this, but when you do the Alan Alda, it's kind of in this weird upper register of the throat. You kind of feel it above the neck. It's
Yeah.
like it's sort of like a square. That's the shape I see. When you bring it down, that's when you get Howard.
Right.
You bring it up just a little bit. That's when you get Alan Alda.
You know, Alan, you were great in
bring
MASH,
it
but
down.
you're actually better in
Howard.
Tower Heist.
Up, Alda, down, Howard. Up, Alda, down, Howard. Up, Alda. Kind
Can
of like
you
Matthew
imagine-
McFadden in Succession.
Can you
and Armie
imagine
Hammer.
Matt
It's like,
Friend being inside of you while he's doing that?
well, well, I'm sure you'd like to imagine that. However, I'm Phil Hartman. I'm sure he'd like to imagine that.
He was your guy, huh?
Well, Troy McClure, very fun. The kids don't even know what I sounded like because I'm no longer. Phil was actually
That's a
killed
bummer.
about 2 weeks before I was born.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact.
Wow.
Very fun. However, similar impression morphing. We got Milo Ventimiglia and
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas Braun. So, all right, buddy. Hey, big 3-on-3. Hey, Randall. All right, buddy. Bring it over here, Nicholas Braun, cousin Greg from Succession. Bring it over. Hey, buddy. I don't know.
He owns a bar in New York.
I know, Ray's. And then you go over here, and yeah, I know. I'm in the scene.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bar. Probably down my cock. That's you.
No
but,
way, Paul Giamatti.
Yes. Patrick Stewart. However,
If Patrick Stewart just said his own name,
that's my bit about Patrick Stewart. I go, here's how to do
His
a Patrick,
ringtone?
Here's how to do a Patrick Stewart impression. I tell this to everybody. If you want to learn how to do an impression of Patrick Stewart, just say his name. Then I go into the audience. Ask me any question.
How big is your foot?
Patrick Stewart. One more question.
Boxers or briefs?
Patrick Stewart. That's it. And then you go into Matthew McFadden into Armie Hammer, who I can't do anymore. I actually have a bit on this, how many of my impressions are getting canceled.
Oh, yeah.
But I go, hey, buddy, it's Matthew McFadden. How are you? Over here, hey, what's up, guys? It's Armie Hammer. Thank you. It's great to be here. This is Armie Hammer ordering a coffee. I'll have a grande iced mocha and a foot, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's a pretty good Armie Hammer. I hear it in there.
Thank you. That's great. Like literally, like it's so good to be here. Like it's insane. Like for sure.
Wait, say Mark Zuckerberg stole the Facebook.
Mark
from us.
Zuckerberg. I'm 6'5" and there's 2 of me. Thank you. But then I go into Timothy Chalamet. Sure. It's great to be here. I just want to say,
Oh, God.
as an actor growing up in New York City,
Sure.
having the opportunity to be here, with you, Adam, sort of a consummate artist, sort of someone who's perfecting their craft. it's a dream come true.
What's up with your hand, Tim?
What? Tim, as in Tim Cook. Good morning.
The Apple guy,
great
right?
to be here today.
Or as Trump says, Tim
Hello.
Apple.
Well, that's the funny thing.
I'm here next to Tim Apple.
Because today, we have an incredible product announcement for you.
What do we got?
It's called the iCarly.
Yes.
Spaghetti tacos, anyone?
Me, please.
I love Miranda Cosgrove. She's incredible. Thank you so much.
See, I don't know what he sounds like, but I feel like this is what he sounds like.
He really does. It's a great day for iPhone. It's a great day for iOS 16.
Oh, my God.
Thank you so much. macOS High Sierra was an incredible update for the Mac. Patrick Stewart. Scooby boop boop. I actually have a bit. I go, listen, I know I'm a lot, and I want to meet the right girl. And I have a lot of energy, as you can see.
Yeah.
Sexually. And I have a lot of energy.
She's got to meet
and
all
she's
the
got to
different
meet this
personalities.
energy. And, I think I'll know I found the right girl for me. I think I'll know I found the one when we're having that romantic moment for the first time, theoretically, potentially sex.
Yeah, with the clothes off, hopefully.
Hopefully, God willing, Scooby-Doo. And, well, I kind of ruined the joke, but I'll know I found the one when she looks into my eyes and goes, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
I came. Say that at the end.
Oh, boy.
That's great.
Let's
dude.
do some,
All right.
some fun ones.
Give me a couple fun ones and we got to close
here's
this
an
out.
interesting one. This is
Can you do Matt Lauer?
Is there a button under here?
Thank
no,
you. I was going to say installing the sex. Yeah, here's my Matt Lauer installing the sex button.
I do.
Christina, it doesn't work. I need batteries. We'll take them out of the dildo I gave you.
Here's a fun
Pretty
one.
good.
The senator from Iowa, Chuck Grassley. Senator Leahy. Senator Leahy, we're going to be motioning to the floor for a floor vote. Senator Leahy.
Oh, God.
That's that.
Your Ted Cruz is really good.
Here's another fun one. It's a little Big Mouth Family Guy American Dad.
Yeah.
All right, my dude, Coach Steve, man. Oh, yes, you crazy bastard. It's Stewie Griffin. Hey, guys, it's Roger the Alien. Who ate all my pecan sandies?
Wow.
I want my chocodiles, bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Morty. John Mulaney, also known as the other guy from the show. Don't even know. All right. Oh, my God. It's Lola. You're crazy. Peter, you can't do that. It's a poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Patrick Warburton, also known as Joe Swanson. Feeling really good. Oh, no. Oh, yes, I'm back, bitch. Sorry, what? Scrolling through the list. Oh, this is fun. This is your fellow actor in the show.
Yeah.
This is remind me.
Sebastian Stan?
No. Yes, this is Sebastian Stan portraying
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee in
Pam and Tommy.
Yo, want to meet him? Yo, dude, got to drain the main vein. Yo, that's sick, dude. Love that. Yo, it's like talking to me, dude.
It's great.
Here's another interesting one.
I think there's not an impression that
here's
you
a
don't
niche one.
commit to.
Here's a niche one.
Let me finish my fucking sentence, dude. I want to do my Matt Lauer again.
I'm not a Comedy Store regular. That's
Betty, I said it doesn't work. We'll take the batteries out of your fucking clit rubber.
Oh, boy.
I gave it to... Oh, you didn't see the card attached?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frank Underwood from House of Cards. I love the note transitions. Here we go. Good evening and hello.
Who's this?
I'm Francis J. Underwood.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, really? Did you think I wouldn't do this podcast because I've been away from the limelight for the past few years?
Ooh, Mr. Spacey, I loved you in that cat movie.
Really?
Oh, wait, sorry. Mr. Underwood, I loved you in that cat movie.
You know, there's two kinds of vice presidents. Doormats and matadors. Now, which do you think I intend to be? Thank you very much. Now, Claire, light me a cigarette and tell Meacham to bend over. Yes. Scooby-Doo!
Matt Friend, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Friend on Instagram and Twitter.
The Matt Friend on Instagram.
The Matt Friend.
Twitter, TikTok. Can I just say,
please,
this was a dream.
This was awesome.
I love being with you.
It's very fun, dude.
It was unbelievable. I had so much fun.
I feel like we got closer.
I do too.
You're a great dude. You're very funny. You are just getting going, so I feel like I am in on the ground floor, investing in the Matt Friend Industries.
You have majorly
Mo, funny,
invested.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
We get a pick?
Yeah, we're gonna do it after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming off a little needy though.
Really? Okay.
You're so sweet and sensitive. I think you're fucking with me right now though.
What?
Patrick Stewart. Good night, everybody.
I hope you enjoy your pad thai tonight.
Zoa. Thanks, Rock. Guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you enjoyed that episode. It was a good one. A lot of laughs, a lot of tears, a lot of stuff to think about and chew on, huh? Because that's what life's all about. Chewing on the good stuff. Nobody said that. Maybe Denzel did. Maybe Tom Hanks did. Maybe they said it together in Philadelphia. The point is, click subscribe right here on the ALN logo so you can get more episodes and stay up to date when new content drops. Highlights, animations, clips. It's all here for you, baby. I'll see you next time. Whoop, I don't know how to blink.